Hi guys, it's Miss Karen, the Young Adult Librarian at the Goshen Public Library, and I have a box to share with you guys today. It is kind of a beat-up box, I'm not going to lie, and it is not a very big box, so it will not have a ton of books in it, but it is a box nonetheless, and there are new books in it. So let's see what we've got today in our box. I'm going to put this on the table so that it's not on my lap. Alright, the first book in our box today is Rule of Wolves by Leigh Bardugo. Now, Rule of Wolves is the second book in a duology. So the first book in the duology is called King of Scars. It's that gold book right there. King of Scars is checked out right now here in our library. But we do own it, and it is in the system, so if you're interested in reading King of Scars, you can request that one, and then read the second one, Rule of Wolves. Rule of Wolves is a book from the author of Shadow and Bone, Siege and Storm, Ruin and Rising, these books right here. All these books. Anyway, they are all set in a world called the Grishaverse. And if you haven't read any of the books from the Grishaverse, you should probably start with Shadow and Bone. But you can read King of Scars before you read those if you want. These two books, King of Scars and Rule of Wolves, are Nikolai's story. So if you're familiar with the Grishaverse, you'll know who Nikolai is. And these are his stories. So you don't have to read Shadow and Bone first. You can start with these if you want to read about Nikolai. But if you want to start at the beginning, Shadow and Bone is the first one. And Netflix is coming out with a Shadow and Bone movie or series or something. I'm not exactly sure. I think it's a movie. And I believe it comes out next week sometime, 23rd maybe. So there's still time if you want to check out Shadow and Bone and read it before that starts. So these books are fantasy. I don't want to tell you what Rule of Wolves is about because I don't want to ruin it if you haven't read King of Scars. But if you have, no, we have the second one now, Rule of Wolves, and you can request it and check it out. All right, let's see what's next. So next we have Girls with Rebel Souls by Suzanne Young. And this is the third book in a trilogy. And I do have those books here. So we have the first book, which is Girls with Razor Hearts, and the second one, which is Girls with Sharp Sticks, sensing a theme. Third, Girls with Rebel Souls. So I will tell you, oh, I'm sorry, I got those out of order. So Girls with Sharp Sticks is the first one. Razor Hearts is the second one. So I will tell you what Girls with Sharp Sticks is about, so you know if you want to check this series out. And if you've already read the first two, we have the third one. Some of the prettiest flowers have the sharpest thorns. The girls of Innovations Academy are beautiful and well-behaved. It says so on their report cards. Under the watchful gaze of their guardian, they receive a well-rounded education that promises to make them better. Obedient girls, free from arrogance or defiance. Free from troublesome opinions and individual interests. But the girls' carefully controlled existence may not be quite what it appears. As Mina and her friends uncover the dark secrets of what's actually happening there and who they really are, the girls of Innovations Academy will learn to fight back. Bringing the trademark plot twists and high-octane drama that made the program a best-selling and award-winning series, Suzanne Young launches a new series that confronts some of today's most pressing ethical questions. So that sounds interesting. You can check out Girls with Sharp Sticks, and then the second one, Girls with Razor Hearts, and finally the third one, Girls with Rebel Souls, which we just got. We also have her other books, the program, so the program, the treatment, the remedy, if you want to check those out as well. All right, let's see what's next in our box. Lots of sequels today. So next we have The Iron Raven from Julie Kagawa. And this is the first book in a kind of a branch-off series from the Iron Fae books, also by Julie Kagawa. So And this is a bit of a Shakespeare retelling. So, you may have heard of me. Robin Goodfellow, Puck. Prankster, joker, raven, fool. King Oberon's right-hand jester from A Midsummer Night's Dream. The legends are many, but the truth will now be known, as Puck finally tells his own story and faces a threat from the time before fairy began. A threat that brings him face to face with a new enemy, himself. With the Iron Queen, Megan Chase, and her prince consort, Puck's longtime rival, Ash, and allies, old and new by his side, Puck begins a fantastical and dangerous adventure not to be missed or forgotten. Evenfall is coming, and with it, a reckoning that even their combined powers and wits may not vanquish, as a shadow falls over the lands of fairy and the world slips into chaos. So this is book 1 in this spin-off from the Iron Fae books. So it is set in the same world, and there are, let's see, the Iron Fae books include the Iron King, the Iron Daughter, the Iron Queen, the Iron Knight, the Lost Prince, the Iron Traitor, and the Iron Warrior. So this one is the first book in the Evenfall portion of that. So you can read this one separately. But if you enjoy it, you can go back and read all the other Iron Fae books. All right, let's see what's next. Next we have yet another second book in a series. This one is called Flamefall, and it is by Rosaria Munda. It's a great cover, right? Now, I will warn you, the first book of the Flamefall series does not have such a lovely cover because they changed the covers after they made the first book. So they don't match, which always bothers me. But the first book is called Fireborn by Rosaria Munda. Doesn't match, and that is very disappointing. But they are the same series. So I will tell you what Fireborn is about, and if you have a guess that it's about dragons, you would be right. Annie and Lee were just children when a brutal revolution changed their world, giving everyone, even the lowborn, a chance to test into the governing class of dragon riders. Now they are both rising stars in the new regime, despite backgrounds that couldn't be more different. Annie's lowborn family was executed by dragonfire, while Lee's aristocratic family was murdered by revolutionaries. Growing up in the same orphanage forged their friendship, and 7 years of training have made them rivals for the top position in the dragon riding fleet. But everything changes when survivors from the old regime surface, bent on reclaiming the city. With war on the horizon and his relationship with Annie changing fast, Lee must choose to kill the only family he has left or to betray everything he's come to believe in. And Annie must decide whether to protect the boy she loves or step up to be the champion her city needs. From debut author Rosaria Munda comes a gripping adventure that calls into question what matters most, the family you were born into or the one you've chosen. So this is Fireborn, the first one. We have this one available here to check out. And then you can check out Flamefall, which is the second one. Again, it is the sequel. I am not sure if there's going to be a third or not. Oh, here, yes, there should be a third because this says book 1. Fireborn is book 1 of the Aurelian Cycle trilogy. So there probably will be a third one. So, first 2. Right. And one more book in my box. And it is not a sequel, I don't think. This one is called Prepped. And it is by Bethany Mangle. And I'm going to guess it's realistic fiction. Probably pretty timely for the world we live in currently. Always be ready for the worst day of your life. This is the mantra that Becca Aldane has grown up with. Her family are doomsday preppers, part of a neighborhood that prioritizes survivalist training over trips to the mall or senior prom. They're even arranging Becca's marriage to Roy Kang, the only eligible boy in their community. Roy is a nice guy, but he's so enthusiastic about prepping that Becca doesn't have the heart to tell him that she's planning to leave as soon as she can earn a full ride to a college far, far away. Then a devastating accident rocks Becca's family and pushes the entire community, including Becca's usually cynical little sister, deeper into the doomsday ideology. With Becca's getaway plans thrown into jeopardy, the only person she can turn to is Roy, who reveals he's not nearly as clueless as he's been pretending to be. When Roy proposes they run away together, she'll have to risk everything, including her heart, for a chance to hope for the best instead of planning for the worst. So this is prepped by Bethany Mangle. And on the back it says, Protocol for Surviving Your Doomsday Neighbors. 1. Pretend that everything is fine. 2. Get into a college out of state. 3. Persuade little sister that comic books are cooler than bunker protocols. 4. Avoid falling for arranged boyfriend. 5. Scene number 1. Pretend everything is fine. So check out Prepped by Bethany Mangle. Those are our brand new books for the collection. Hopefully we will get another box soon with some more new books, but if you see anything you liked, feel free to come in and check it out, put it on hold in the computer, or give me a call and I will pull it for you. I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you soon.